Nancy Night. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Nancy Mello. I am a psychic, I am a medium, and I am an animal communicator. And sometimes I find lost pets in my free time. I think I've found 71, 75, something like that. I've to be honest, I've kind of lost track and since March 2020. But tonight it's all about you. Tonight I am answering questions. This is kind of my give back to you. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you guys tonight. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful night. And I am just looking to see if I am streaming on Facebook as well. It looks like, I'm not sure if I am going live on Facebook, and it did something wonky today, but I can't see anything tonight. Let's see if I do that. All right, let's see what's going on. It looks like I'm going live on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok as well. Welcome to Nancy Night. My name is Nancy Mello, and tonight I want you to tell me, thank you so much for verifying. I appreciate it. Finally, someone's like, yes, you're live. Okay. So this is Nancy Night. First of all, I want you to tell me where you were watching from in the comments. Remember, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all of those other good places, they like seeing where they like seeing comments, they like seeing hearts. So this is what I need from you, my friends. Let me know where you are watching from, and if this is your first time, you on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, don't be shy. We've got a real party. We always have a great party on Instagram as well. I've got Instagram recording on this side. I've got YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter on this side. But so feel free, let me know where you're watching from. I do this every Friday night. We've got Ontario, Canada on Facebook. We've got New York. We've got Ontario, more Ontario. I love Ontario. I will definitely, as soon as the pandemic or when the pandemic slows down a little bit, I cannot wait to go to visit Ontario. I have lovely, lovely clients there. We've got New Jersey. So we've got New England representing. Do we have anyone from the West Coast? We've got Florida, Philadelphia. So we've got like the Eastern Seaboard representing in Canada, but we have the Mid Coast or West Coast or even Australia? I know we have some Australia friends that watch on. We've got Minnesota. So we've got someone from the Mid Coast. Is anyone, if you are watching from the West Coast, we've got Calgary. Sorry. I thought you were telling me where you're visiting from. They're asking me if someone in Calgary is going to have a girl. I think so. To me, it says yes. We've got California. Okay, thank God. Okay, so we've got some Californians checking in at 5 p.m. ready to go out on Friday night. Thank you so much for joining me over on the West Coast. Do we have anyone from Australia or New Zealand or Ireland? I know we have some friends over there as well. Let me know where you're watching from. Over on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. We got Arkansas. So we've got the Eastern Seaboard covered, but I would love to see where else we are watching from. Left Coast represent. That's right. California, NorCal at that represent, giving love to some of my hometown. So this is where you can ask me everything. So here are some of the rules. So you can ask me anything. I generally don't respond about people that have passed over, nor lost pets, missing pets, or pets that have passed over in this hour, just because I've already had a full day of readings. And as much as I love you, my friends, I do not have the energy that it requires. It requires me a little bit more energy to connect with people that pass on. I've already done that today during sessions, but you can ask me stuff about your pets. You can ask me stuff about your life. I love using my clairvoyant stuff for this. So we've got over on Facebook, we have Kristen over on Facebook is not wasting any time. She says she has a dog with major anxiety. She sits and shakes all the time, especially when my daughter isn't with her. How can we help her? So this is clearly separation anxiety. Without going into full lot of detail, definitely something like this. Readings always help when we can go into like a lot of detail, because generally dogs with separation anxiety, it's not just one issue. It's just like therapy where you might have one like little thing, but then it's little other things. So what I would say kind of broad in Kristen's case is, I think letting her know when you're leaving always, and I talk about this on TikTok as well. If you haven't checked out my TikTok, you want to go ahead and search for me on TikTok. It's nancy.mello on TikTok. If you're not following me on there, that's where I always release my videos first before I go over to Instagram and Facebook. But I talk about this on TikTok, how Always talk to your pets like they're 4 or 5, and you're going to tell them where they're going, where you're going, not where they're going, where you're going. So with dogs and pets, cats that have separation anxiety, that's number one, is letting them know I'm going to come back, and assuring them, giving them kind of a lovey. A lot of dogs with separation anxiety, they generally have a lovey, a blanket, a toy that they like. Make sure they have that with them. That's going to help that anxiety. Another thing you can do is just simply talking to them, saying hello and goodbye. Those are just some real easy things that you can do, that any of us can do to help pets with separation anxiety. We've got Mrs. Betty is saying, how's my Reiki, I would say Reiki business going? I do think you need to up your social media game a little bit, Miss Betty. That's what I'm hearing. Illustrated Pup is saying, my job interviews keep fizzling. Do I see anything? I do. I think it's going to be in the next month. I just think right now, and I'm sending you so much love, because right now everyone's like looking for work and we're trying to go back, and it's like we kind of keep going, start and then stop. It's almost like learning how to drive stick shift or driving manual. Raise your hand if you know how to drive manual. I love driving manual 5-speed. I love it. It's so much fun. But you know, when you start to drive a 5-speed and you're pushing the clutch in and you start and then you stop, that's kind of how the world is right now with this pandemic and trying to get back, is we're starting and then we're stopping. So this is for a lot of us. It's not just one person where you feel like you're really trying to push and then you kind of keep falling back. So that's what I see in this particular case with your job interview. I do feel like by the end of August, you're going to get something, but you got to keep pushing hard. Summer says she's been having major stomach issues getting testing done. What this might this be? Okay, so first of all, not a doctor, not a veterinarian. If I've given you that impression, that's awesome, but I'm neither of those things. I don't want to address this on air, Summer. I do know you personally over Instagram. You know I don't want to touch this on air, but I'm sending you love, and we can all send you healing energy. So we've got Norwalk, Connecticut. So we've got some people from Connecticut. So Ontario. So we've got a lot of New England and the East Coast. Been watching for a few months. Have been waiting a few weeks, and then I think Still is saying, "Will I get any of the interviews?" I do feel like one of the last interviews you do, I feel like you're going to get an offer. I do feel like they're going to lowball you a little bit, but whatever offer you get, please take it. Just go for it. I mean, this is not the time to be like, well, should I take it? No, please take that offer. Take that job. Any job interview like that. We've got, why does my cat hair, I am getting tongue tied. Why does my cat Harlow poop outside the litter box? I do feel like for Harlow, it's a dominance thing. And she says she doesn't like the feeling of the litter. Her cat, Zoe, says, my cat Papaya goes upstairs every night and starts screaming. What's going on sometimes? Why? Goes on a while, please. I feel like she's trying to get you to come up there with her. I keep seeing her go, I want you guys to come up. She says, I don't like being lonely. I want you guys to come up. I don't feel like it's ominous, Zoe. I don't feel like there's anything like scary going on. There's no hauntings upstairs. Sometimes it'll happen, but I don't feel that in your case. I do feel like she's just saying, I just hear her say, come with me, come with me, come with me. Hold on, Instagram fam, just a minute. Let's see what's going on. Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie is our wonderful Alaskan tour guide that comes down here to the Continental 48 during the winter, is visiting. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Is it 4 o'clock there? 3 p.m. here? Thanks so much for joining us, Steph. Stephanie says, I'm looking hot right back at you, my friend. I cannot wait to see you in person so we can go out sometime. Devry is saying, any good things coming out for me in relationship wise? I'm sorry to say, I don't think so. I think you're kind of where a lot of us are right now, where we're kind of just treading water a bit. I do feel like you might have a friendship by the end of the year, but I don't see anything romantic wise. I think it's going to be a tough bit. And this is where, again, I talk about this every week, getting to know yourself. If you feel stuck in a relationship rut where you feel like you're not meeting the right people, it's time to concentrate on yourself. I'm going to quote RuPaul, like I always do. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? And so if you feel like you keep going in this endless cycle, then stop. No one says you have to keep dating. No one says if it's not working out, you have to keep going. I want you to stop and really look at what makes you happy, not what you feel like you have to be doing because you're 32 or you want babies or whatever, but stop and say, what is making me happy? Is this making me happy? Is actually dating and not getting anywhere? Or do I need to take a step back? We've got Carmen says, when do I see you retiring? 4 to 5 years, 4 to 5 years. Anna says, when do you see me getting the money I loaned, paid back? my first thought, Annie, and I'm saying this with all love, is I don't see you getting it paid back. If you do, I think it's going to be a long time coming. I think I don't see that money coming back. I wish I did. I hope I'm wrong on this one. I really hope you get your money back. I don't see it anywhere in the near future. And keep me updated. I'm so sorry. I hate giving bad news. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you do get your money back. I don't see it sooner than later. 202 over, or 2002 over on YouTube is saying, will my friend Angel get out of his trouble? Not right away. I think he's got to sit and simmer, whatever that means. He's sitting right now, and he just kind of has to work it out. And right now he's not at that come to Jesus moment yet. He's really not. I think he's frustrated, but I don't think he's coming for it. He's not kind of out of it yet. So we've got, will my son, a fluter, and if I'm mispronouncing your names, I apologize. You can just laugh at me and it's fine. I'm totally good with being laughed at. Will my son thrive after his move? I do think so. I think he's going to kind of find his wings, and I think he needs that independence. And I do feel like your relationship is going to thrive. While you're waiting for questions answered, what I would love for you to do, my friends, is make sure you're liking and sharing this. If you haven't already, make sure you've added me on Instagram. I'm over at Nancy Mello Official, but make sure you're liking this. That helps the Instagram and IG algorithm. That always helps me. Is Harper still alive? Missing since June 12th or June 2012? Verify that for me, Sharon, please, before I answer. I am turning, IDORU says, I'm turning 29 tomorrow. Happy birthday. Is there anything I'm not hearing from my guides? I think the only thing I feel like you're missing, IDORU, is that you're not trusting yourself enough, that you keep doubting yourself. And this is the time. You're in your late 20s and you're finally starting to be taken seriously. And this is what I'm feeling for you. You can put it in general too, but in particular for you. And I want you to really just trust your gut. I do feel like you are starting to understand more than I feel like some people are giving you credit for. And some people are kind of underestimating you. So keep going and trusting your gut. That's what I'm hearing that maybe you might be missing, because you're always kind of overthinking it just a little bit. We've got Kafitzi says, thanks for the great reading this week. Lily sends her love. I'm sending my love right back to you. Enjoy the sunshine where you are. Bluebell says, where do you see my son and his girlfriend getting their own place? With what I'm hearing is like within 20 minutes, close by. There's still some drama with them though. I don't know. I mean, if I were you, Mama, I don't know. Be careful about what I'm hearing for you outside of what you're asking is stay out of their drama, because they kind of roll in the mud a little bit, like with drama. Will my son-in-law, Dan, be offered a job soon? I'm hearing September. September, I think, is last resort, kind of being offered a job. I love your butterfly tattoo. Thank you so much. I've had it since 2013. Fellow CT native, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sending love to my Connecticut people. Sharon says, will my relationship with my son-in-law go back to normal? I think it's not you, it's him. And I think just letting it go for now and letting him stew a little bit and understanding that he has to take his time. Over on Facebook, make sure, while I'm taking a second and reading on Facebook, please make sure you're liking and commenting. Tell me where you're from. Tell me how many times you've watched. Just keep commenting for the algorithm, and I will get to as many of you as I can. Shani is saying, my best friend Kathuri, something about in Sri Lanka. She's looking for a job. Oh, I feel like it's going to be the end of this month. I think sooner than later, actually. I know it feels hopeless, but I don't feel that negative about what's happening with you. And so you're in Sri Lanka, and I do feel like it's going to happen this month. It's hopeful. I don't feel completely like despondent for you. I do feel like you're going to get help. We've got, when do I see Cheyenne? Sorry, excuse me. If I'm screwing up your name. Cheyenne getting married within 5 years. I do feel like you're going to have a long-term relationship. And what I see with you, and I don't know if this has already happened, so forgive me if it's already happened. I do feel like you're in a relationship, or you will be in a relationship that will lead to marriage, or almost like either you're going to get burned at the altar, or there's going to be something when you're engaged. And I don't know if that's already happened or if that's what's going to happen, but I do feel like it'll be a long-term relationship, and almost it's like uncertain as far as like if it will actually end in the ring, or actually the wedding ring, or just the engagement ring, if that makes sense. Stephanie is asking if are there any changes with travel from the UK and US to travel? Let me think about that one for a second, Steph. I want to make sure. So this is to all of you, and then I can go ahead and answer from Canada, the United States. I do feel like Canada, the United States, I do feel like it's going to be hit or miss. I do feel like they're going to continue travel even with the Delta variant, but I do feel like it's going to be limited. So make sure if you have loved ones in Canada, if you have loved ones in the States and you're going back and forth, you go back and forth a lot, make sure you have your ducks in the row. And just make sure you have all your papers and everything, including like vaccinations and stuff, because I do feel like there's going to be some headaches. I don't feel like Canada and the United States will close down again. In regards to over across the pond, so we're talking Ireland, England, let's see what's going on with Ireland and the UK in general and over here. I do feel like, Steph, there's going to be limited travel this fall and winter. I do feel like it'll pick up next spring, summer. It's almost like it'll start again. I see this manual transmission. I mean, that's a good analogy for where we are, my friends, in the world right now, is we are literally learning how to drive stick shift again. So we're kind of starting and stopping. And, so I would say next spring for sure, if you wanted to plan something next summer for sure, I would say, but even then, I think you're going to have your ducks in the row for traveling. I do feel like this fall, it's going to be a little iffy stuff. It might be like 1 week, there might be these regulations the next week. And I feel like that's between the UK. I feel like with Canada, it's a little bit more fluid as far as I don't feel like they're going to completely shut things down. And I don't see Biden closing things down internationally. I just think it's going to be like more regulations on top of more regulations. So I hope that helped. Hello, Juliet. GD is saying, will I stay at my current employer? I think for now, I do feel like next spring, there's going to be some changes for you. Wendy is saying, will my second round of mediation be successful? Yes, but you're going to have to give a little bit more, my friend. And I'm so sorry, but he is going out for blood and I love you so much. And, I'm here for you, but they're going out for blood. So we've got R saying over on YouTube saying, when do you see my son getting a new job? In the next couple of months, I do still see things picking up for everyone. And, Ebony says, do I see her flourishing after her breakup? Yes, 100%. And you're going to come back 10 times stronger. Okay. It's Marla J. And so I'm going over to Instagram for just a second over on my Facebook and YouTube friends. Go ahead and make sure if you haven't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure if you'd like to book a reading, you can go to nancymello.com. That's where you can book pet readings, people readings. You got it. It's Marla J saying my current job isn't satisfying. Any changes coming up? Not soon enough. I feel like it's something more with a coworker or your boss that you're going to have to work through. And I think this is a lesson for you in conflict resolution and just kind of patience. But so hang in there. Brianna Renee says, does our dog Evie like our new home? Yes, she says it smells different. Kelsey says she had a phone call. I'm not sure what you asked, Kelsey. Ask again, my friend. So I already answered. Oopsie daisy. Sorry about that. Should I continue my connection with Matthew? I think so. I think if anything, he turns out to be a good friend. I think he has a wicked sense of humor. I think he's funny. Just Me Rose says, I got a promotion. Congratulations. It's only temporary. I do feel like it's going to become permanent, but you need to work your butt off. Make sure you work your butt off. And I feel like something, or if it isn't permanent, you'll be offered something, a lateral transfer or something lateral. It's Vanessa's birthday today. What can I expect this year? So who is Vanessa in relation to you, and why are you asking for Vanessa, I guess is my question. Specific questions get for specific answers, my friend, so I can get through as many as possible. Angie is saying, if I start my own business, will it take off? Not right now. And of course, guys, I don't sugarcoat it. I don't think right now. I think make sure you formulate your plan within 24 months. Yes. But right now, I think you just need a firmer plan, and that's not throwing shade or anything at you. It's just, I feel like you need something firmer in place of like literally step by step of funding and how you're going to do everything. And I see within 24 months, but if you are smart about it and you kind of go through the steps, I do see it flourishing. It's just not right this second. So we've got, do I see the Queen Drew? Do I see you in another relationship in this life? Yes, I do. I think it's going to be within 2 years. I think what's happening with you, Queen Drew, is you're closed off. So when you're closed off, you're not receiving energy. You're not letting your light out. And if you can't let your light out, people can't recognize your light. And I know you have such a lovely light. And I keep saying light, 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 but that's what it's about. I do see it. I just think you need to open your heart up. And I know it's hard. Oh, my friends. Okay. Okay. We've got, is there any insight into my love life, next relationship? What I'm hearing for you, sweet soul treats, is you need to be more picky. You need to be more particular, and don't settle. Being more particular is key for you. Someone's asking, Ashley's asking about my dog that passed away 5 days ago. Is he okay? Every animal that passes away or passes on, they are completely safe. They go without reading your dog. They go safely. There's no question about that. But dealing with grief is important for you. Juliet says, do you see a new pet in your future? Yes, a dog. You just need to go to the Humane Society. I feel like it's within the next 4 weeks for you. 63 Carletta, I want to take my daughter to Florida in October. Will this happen? Excuse me, I hiccuped. I do feel like it's happened. It will happen. I just feel like you got to be careful because, we're in COVID still. Just Me Rose says, thanks. I'm prepared to work my butt off, please, and keep me updated. Okay, so Sil says, it's my daughter Vanessa's 33 years old. Will anything positive happen? I think so. I think she's kind of finding her own voice and her own career, and I think that's important. I do feel like I just tell her to write more. I'm hearing something about writing, either journaling or just talk, or something about journaling, something about writing more. I don't know if that makes any sense. Gonza says, switch roles at work. Is there anything industry I should focus on, a region that would be fruitful? West. I just keep hearing Gonza for you. I hear West Coast, something West. I hope that helps. So we've got, is the planned career change going to be a good decision? I think so. I don't feel like this is, and this is for Lauren in fitness. Is planned career change going to make me a good decision? I think so. I don't know if it's going to be your forever career, but it's going to lead you to other things and more contacts that I think will lead you to the next thing. We've got, do spirit guides have anything to say? Please ask a specific question to get you a specific answer, because this is how we do. Jenny says, anything good coming? There's a lot good coming for you, my friend. You need to believe and trust. And I do feel like there's some good stuff coming at work for you. While you guys make sure you're letting me know where you're watching from, and I'm going to check up on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. And so we've got a question from Sri Lanka. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm 27. And when do you think I'll marry, if ever? I don't feel like, I don't feel like you're going to marry within the next year or two. And I feel like it's more like the status of the economy more than you. I think you're lovely. I think you have a wonderful sense of humor. I don't think it's you. I just feel like it's the environment that we're all in right now. I do see within 24 months, and I do feel like it'll be a fast engagement for you, Shani. And I'm sending all my love to you in Sri Lanka. Please stay safe. We've got does my dog Bruce want a puppy friend? I don't think so. I think he likes the dogs outside. He likes playing with others, and he just wants more attention from you. Are the deceased dogs okay with the new puppy I got? This is Brittany. Yes, they are. They just want you to be happy. Cheyenne says, will I get any better at cake decorating? Yes, 100%. And I think you have a great eye for it, is what I'm seeing. Keep it up. I think it's awesome. And I think you are doing awesome, and I'm sending you love. Lisa is saying, Cincinnati, my cat Diamond leaves his toy snake in the food bowl. Why does he do this? He's just playing with it. It's just how he's playing. It's almost like it's like, again, treat your pet like it's 4 or 5. He's playing with it, right? And then he puts it down to eat. It's like my cat does the same thing. She's over there right now. She does the same thing with her, I have a shoelace that she plays with. Same thing. He's just playing with it. It's nothing, too far out. One of my dogs is a stray. She says, can you tell me about his previous life and family? This is not the time to go into a deep conversation about things that happened in the past. I can totally do that during a reading. This is really just real quick questions. I can say that he was hurt, though. I can say that he's hurt without going into too much detail. He was hurt. And I think just being real gentle with him. We've got Tammy saying, will there be a new relationship in the near future? I don't know about near relationship. I think January for you, end of the year. I mean, we're talking within 6 months. I do feel like, honestly, my friends, this week it's relationships. I really feel like the economy, and there's some fear about COVID again. It's kind of putting the brakes on everything, right? It's like we're driving a manual car. If you want a reading, you just have to ask a specific question to get a specific answer. So real quick, did Sharon saying my cat Milo passed last year? Did he know I was with him when he passed? 100% he was aware and he watched as you walked away is what I'm hearing. From Indiana, can you tell me about Jax and his past life? Same thing. I'm not answering anything specific on this as far as like, because that takes 10, 15 minutes and a lot of energy for me. You can book a reading at nancymello.com for that. So what I'm seeing is just running. So now we've got Shani again from Shaleka now asking about her friend's future. I think sooner than you, actually, Shani. I feel like almost she'll get married, she'll meet someone than you, or vice versa. I feel like it'll happen one after the other, if that helps. While you're waiting for questions to be answered, you can always book a session at nancymello.com. It always makes me happy when that booking goes off during the session. Juliet says, do I see her in a relationship? Yes, I do, my friend. And I think it's someone semi-local, maybe down the shoreline. Melissa's saying, what business? I want to start a business, but I don't know what business I should start. I see you being a great listener. And I see you having a talent with writing or doing things creatively. That's what I can tell you. I think I wouldn't, without being cruel, I would not recommend starting a business right now. Just like right now, I feel like everything is so off kilter with the economy. I don't know if it's the energy in the air, but everything just feels off. And I was hearing something about the Aries season or whatever we're in. It's just a little off right now. I think find what you love and do that. We all have a talent. It's about doing that. We've got, why was my son born on my late uncle's birthday? Is he reincarnated of his uncle? I don't want to get into that unless we're doing a reading, because it's not just a yes or a no. And it's more detailed than that, my friends. So that's that. If there are any more questions, we've got Shangri-La Lane. She says, do I think I'll be back in California for my birthday? 100% yes, my friend. And I'm sending you love, and I will have to visit you in California. We've got, if there's anything else, my friends. Okay, so I've been on for about a half hour. I'm going to take off and make sure my kids are not hurting each other. I am sending you so much love and peace. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Blessings to all of you. You can book a session at nancymello.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful